The CIA and Meta's new Ray-Ban glasses are in cahoots to spy on your wiener. The Federal Cartel Office is looking into OpenAI and Microsoft for violating Germany's antitrust laws. And LinkedIn in hot water for using your data. You're not getting that job. More AI news.
We bring in the studio this morning.
All right, we're trying something new today. Let's dive right into the first AI news story of the day or the week, depending on how often I do these. Meta's new partnership with Ray-Ban poses privacy risks. This is hilarious. When asked whether it uses images captured by its AI Ray-Ban smart glasses to train AI models, Meta said, "We're not saying either way." Which, if you're not doing it, you just say it. And if you are doing it, you plead the fifth. Besides how creepy that is, another thing that struck me in this article, which I didn't know, it says this comes as Meta recently admitted to having used US Facebook and Instagram public posts to train its AI models since 2007, claiming it was all publicly available information. And that's exactly where we find ourselves today. Lawsuits are going left and right. So Apple came out with its Apple Intelligence. I have a video on that, and I said this is just AI harvesting. This is data harvesting for them to build AI in the future. That's 100%. I mean, no company's gonna explicitly state that, but it's clearly being done, and since 2007. I mean, that's a hell of a long time. So these Ray-Ban AI glasses snap pictures of you all the time, which is creepy. Not of you, of the things you're doing. Like, even when you don't ask it to. Just by saying, if you're with friends and you say, look, it'll take a photo. I don't need these AI sunglasses to know that I watch Miss Congeniality once a week. I don't need them taking pictures of that. Frankly, I don't want them taking pictures of anything. Okay, it's kind of weird. Anyways, next story. Our next story is about Microsoft's AI Copilot. Will be facing more competition in Germany. In the FCO, which is the Federal Cartel Office, which is pretty sick. What a cool name. In their press release, they highlight how Microsoft's Copilot AI assistant is used in many parts of its ecosystem. And it also links the company's strength in cloud computing to helping it enter partnerships with highly innovative suppliers, yada, yada, yada. Essentially, what this is saying is they want to limit the progress of certain AIs, especially, Microsoft, because as they expand, they will build out their tentacles into other parts of different businesses, right? Every business is now going to be using AI, whether it's, on the commercial and the manufacturing side, the logistics side, they're going to all start using AI. And if 10 years from now, they look in the mirror and say, oh, well, everyone's basically using the same thing. That's what Germany doesn't want. And we all know if Germany is doing something regulatory about it, it's serious. So we're going to see how that plays out with Microsoft. LinkedIn is using your data to build AI functionalities on the app, which, it says they're in hot water, potentially antitrust lawsuits. Who cares? It's LinkedIn. I mean, everybody lies on that, just like they lie on a resume. So they're getting trained on, fake data. It says as LinkedIn rolled out these AI feature, it faced criticism for allegedly collecting and using user data without proper consent. Who doesn't do that? Join the Silicon Valley Club. Rachel Toback, a prominent figure in cybersecurity, voiced her concerns on social media, highlighting the risks of users' original content being reused or even plagiarized by AI systems trained on their data. So that's a bit of a bigger story that is not just in LinkedIn, it's anywhere you write articles. If you write for the New York Times or if you have a blog and you've written 1,000 articles, AIs are being trained on that. If you don't take the right measures to secure your website from crawling or whatever needs to be done to ensure that AIs can't poach your content. It's proven to be a thing that more and more people and companies are doing. So I think that's a good thing. Where this is going to go, who really knows? Lots of regulations and lots of bills are being proposed. Nothing of note being passed yet. That's going to be one of our Next stories. Final story, a court rules against a photographer who sued an AI database for copyright theft. On April 2023, stock photographer Robert discovered heaps of his photos in one of Leon's, which is a large image repository site, is being used by tech companies to train AI image generators with. So there's three things happening here as far as I can understand it. There's a person who has stock photos. He's a stock photographer going into Leon. This is a kind of a public access, basically a free service where you can look at images, and then the companies are training their AIs based on this free image platform. And this guy sued Leon, which basically says, hey man, we're not really even making money here. The decision, the court says, because Leon releases its data set for free, it is considered non-commercial and for scientific research. So again, the guy probably just sued the wrong people, but then, this, for the folks in North America listening, this is how you get around that. Just take everything from social media, put it into a free website.com repository, and then let all the AIs scrape that website. And then you've created yourself a little barrier between the consumers, the artists, really, and lawsuits. So Germany, lots of, we got to follow what Germany's doing with a lot of this AI stuff. Not another stuff, that hasn't really worked out in the past. But this is a good example of that. And the last story, I don't even know if I wanted to mention this. California Governor Gavin Newsom has vetoed SB 1047. Again, there are so many of these AI bills that are being, coming and going. There was the Copied Act, which was a little bit different. This one is about kind of AI safety and implementation. And kind of security measures if things go wrong. He vetoed it, saying, well-intentioned SB 1047 does not take into account whether an AI system is deployed in high-risk environments, involves critical decision-making, or use of blah, blah, blah. Anyway, don't even know why I really mentioned that story. It's kind of boring, which I assume many people haven't gotten to this part. Anyway, so I could say whatever the hell I want. But if you did make it this far, do all the stuff that I'm supposed to say, subscribe, please. It's gonna be more of this AI news stuff. So see you next time.